Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back. And grab a tea, grab a coffee, grab some popcorn, and let's have another late night chat. I've decided to, well, not just me, me and my partner, I've decided to do a 3-day fasting condition, which is kind of crazy. And I mean, I know fasting is like a lot more popular now, but I feel like back in the day it was never really spoken about, and it would be a very like religious sort of thing to do. But now it's actually kind of popular, and a lot of people do fast, and they say that it really helps them. But yeah, anyway, we're doing this fast for 3 days. We've started at midnight, and we're gonna do it until Sunday at midnight. Yeah. And well, one of the reasons that fasts are really good for you is because obviously there's a lot of science around it, how it puts you into autophagy, it heals your cells, it repairs your body, has like a time to breathe and to repair, and it's really good scientifically for your body. But also, what's really important in life is that your mind is over your body, that your mind is like in control of your body. Because you find that like when you're depressed and anxious, why exactly are you like that? Like the core is because your mind is so strong. Your body is so strong and your mind is so weak that it can't handle it. Like your mind is weak in a sense that it can't handle the stress, or it can't handle the pressure, or it can't handle the overthinking, right? And then what plateaus this is that when your mind is already weak and your body's like quite strong, then your body's desires become first. And that's not how life was designed. We weren't meant to follow our bodies. We were given a mind for a reason, and like a soul for a reason. And then when your body is stronger, for example, okay, let's say I used to procrastinate so much, and I still do, don't get me wrong, but it used to be way, way worse. And when you procrastinate, you feel like bad. I was going to say a swear word, but I'm not going to. No, you feel bad. And why is it? It's because you're putting something off. It's because your mind knows that you have something to do, but your body, your physical desire is not to do it. Your body wants rest. Your body doesn't want to go through the stress and go through the hardship of doing this thing. So you procrastinate and you end up feeling worse and worse, and it accumulates and you feel worse. And then it gets to the point where you actually end up having to do 10 times more than what you originally would have, and it puts you through like even more stress. But then you find that when you have these feelings of like procrastination or not wanting to do it, you find that if you ignore those feelings and ignore those thoughts and actually do it and do whatever you're going to do, let's say like study, for example, even though it's tough in the moment, you always feel better after and like relieved that you have done it. And it's because your mind is then in control of your body, and that's how it's meant to be. You know, we are spiritual beings. If you don't believe in spiritual stuff, then I don't know, we're more than just a physical body. And if your physical body is always in control of your mind and just doing what it wants for itself, then your mind becomes so weak, and it's not in the right position of mind and then body. It's then body and mind, and your mind second. And your mind can't handle that because that's not the way it was designed to be. And this is through so many other things, not just through procrastination, it's also through, I don't know, let's say like gluttony, you know, or like eating something that you know isn't good for you, eating all the McDonald's, eating all the sweets. Your body wants it, it craves it, but your mind knows that it's not good for you. And you always, well, I don't know about you, my stomach has like terrible issues. I don't know, I'm working on it, but I'm so jealous of people who have like normal stomachs that never hurt or anything. I wish I lived that life, but I don't. But yeah, so I actually forgot my point. But yeah, so then when you eat these bad things and you know that it's gonna like do something or you're gonna get tired, then it's your body's physical wants in the moment that are taking over the mind, and then the repercussion of that is that your mind loses control. And it's also the same with like drugs and alcohol, is that your body, I'm not saying that they're like alcohol bad if you limit it, but it can get out of control. But like then if you let it get out of control, your body wants that, and it wants that, and it wants that kind of feeling or like the buzz it gets, right? But then your mind kind of becomes separated and you always end up feeling worse after. And that's also due to obviously the depression, what's it called, like the I forgot what it's called, but yeah, so that's why mind and body is so important, because then once you learn how to be in control of your mind, be in control of your body using your mind, then I just feel like life gets so much more beautiful, and it gets so much more bearable, and it gets so much easier, because you were in control in the aspect that you're meant to be in control of. Whereas when something is meant to be one way but then it's flipped on the head and it's another way, it's never gonna fully work because it wasn't designed to be like that. So it's a struggle. I think it's an innate human struggle that our minds and bodies are always in opposition with each other, that they're always fighting, they're always trying to, the body is always trying to get rest, the body's always trying to get things that it wants that aren't good for the mind. But then once you strengthen the mind, there's like so much beauty that can come out of it, and so much happiness. And I feel like I really struggled with mind-body unity when I was younger, and just forcing myself to like study or anything was such a chore, and it was so difficult. But then I would always kind of get into like depressive spirals, and that's probably the reason, because my body was in control like all the time, and my mind was just like made even worse because I didn't study on time, or like, you know, I didn't do things properly how I was meant to do them. And I feel like it's been such a blessing to finally kind of have the strength in my mind to become more in control of my body, and to work on not procrastinating so much, or work on reading more, or forcing myself to study languages, because I know that it's something that I want to do. Like, my mind wants to do it, it's just my body doesn't. And I think I've found so much more happiness and joy when I've got control of my body. And obviously there's so many times still that like I'll get home from work and I just won't want to do anything. Like, I'll be so tired, and it's so difficult to, like, when your body's tired, to push yourself more to do something. But yeah, I mean, even today I went to the gym. Like, I got back home and I was so exhausted, and I was debating on going to the gym, but then I was like, I said I wasn't going to go to the gym yesterday, and I didn't go. Sorry, I said I was going to go to the gym yesterday and I didn't go, and I cleaned my room instead, which is like I think that's an alright compromise, right? It's alright. But so then I promised myself yesterday that I would go today, but I was so tired. And you know what, it's weird, like when I like pray and read some words, sometimes it drains me a little bit, but then other times I feel like I get so much more energy. And I feel like because when you pray or do something spiritual, even meditation, whatever is down your alley, I feel like it gives you it like helps you build a stronger mind, because you're doing something that's not physically demanding, it's like spiritually and mentally demanding. So then it strengthens your inner core, your mind. And I think through that, sometimes I feel drained, I guess, but then the other times it's like I get energy from it. And I think it's because the drainage is like my mind not being used to the strength needed to do this. Sorry, I thought I heard someone then, but I don't think I did. I don't know. But then yeah, so anyway, so I went to the gym. I forced myself to go to the gym, and even though my body didn't want to because I was tired, but I got a bit of energy from praying and stuff, so I just went. Like as soon as I felt that energy, I was like, okay, I'm out the door, I have to go, because I knew that if I stayed a little bit longer in bed, I wouldn't have gone. So yeah, I went to the gym, and always, not every single time, there is like 1% of the time where a gym workout just isn't it, and it feels really bad. But most of the time I'll go to the gym and I'll always feel better after, like 99% of the time I feel better. And I'm so glad I went to the gym, and I feel happier. And it's because my body followed my mind. My mind knew that I needed to go to the gym because I want to get fit, because I want to be healthy. And it knows this, but my body doesn't want to go through that pain. It doesn't want to do that. Why would it? But then because I could overcome my body's desires and follow my mind, then I was happier after the gym. And I actually have so much more energy. It's like, I think it's like 12:30 at night, and I have work at 8 and I have to leave at 7 because it takes me an hour to get there. And I'm not going to sleep because I'm just like so full of energy. I'm like buzzing. I don't know why. Watch me like tomorrow and I'll be so tired. I'll wake up and I'll just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Because every morning I go to work and my boss is like, Jess, you still tired? I'm like, yeah. Yes, I am. I think it's like a morning thing. I'm just not a morning person. I really wish I was. I would love to be a morning person. I think that's what I struggle with, mind and body unity, is becoming a morning person, because I feel like morning people, they just have their lives together, because in a way they have mind and body unity because they're not letting their body get the rest that the body says it needs. They're following their mind, and like they know they're going to feel better if they wake up earlier. Whereas a lot of the time I let my body take control, and I can't help it. I will just oversleep and I'll wake up nearer lunch. That's why it's really good for me personally to have something that I know I need to do in the day. So for example, I really like having a job, especially an early morning job, because it forces me to wake up and I actually have to get out of bed. Whereas if I don't have a job, it's like, it's so much easier to let your body take control and to, sorry, I don't know why I'm patting my elbow, my shoulder, sorry. I just burped. This is like such a random video. I'm so sorry. My thoughts are like everywhere. I think you can tell like how buzzing I am. I don't even know why. Maybe it's the start of the fast. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that's all I have to say about mind and body unity, and just how important it is to not follow your body's desires in literally every aspect of life. And if you do this, you will find you will be so much happier, and you can drag yourself out of depression and other things like that if you don't succumb to your body's desires that your mind knows isn't good for you. So yeah, if you're struggling with anything like that, then it takes practice, and it takes small steps, and it takes consistency. But if you start small and just keep going, no matter what, you know, no matter how tired you get, then it will pay off in the end. But yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? Tell me if you are in control of your bodies, or if you think it doesn't really matter that much, or if you think there's other aspects, or I don't know, I want to hear. And yeah, sorry that this video has been a bit of just a weird one. My brain all over the place, but it's fine. I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next week.